Right then, welcome to Happy, Hungry, Hibby. Yes, what I'm going to bring you this week is something from a really good book that I've just bought recently, and it is the one and only The Bold Bean Company Cookbook, and it's actually the second book that they brought out. Now, just to let you know, I am not sponsored by this company, the author, or any of their products. I'm a genuine fan of these products, and I've been using them for a couple of years now, and they're quite actually readily available in supermarkets within the UK, and it's the Bold Bean Company here. They do various different beans, even baked beans as well, which are fantastic, really nice. Just has that sort of bit more smokiness to a normal Heinz baked beans. They're absolutely fantastic products, really good also if you can get it on offer. They are normally about £3 a jar, but you can get it on offer for around about £2 if you go to Sainsbury's, Tesco, or even Waitrose, and they do tend to be on offer quite a lot. So yeah, there's lots of different beans, and beans at the moment is a really massive topic and something that has been promoted within whole food plant-based for years now. You know, beans are absolutely fantastic in terms of their health properties, and also they do contain a lot of fibre. The difference between pre and probiotics is prebiotics is like a fertiliser for your gut to allow your existing gut flora to thrive and to feed that, and postbiotics is basically adding the bacteria, the good bacteria, into your gut. I'm also reading Tim Spector's new book on fermentation, which is absolutely fantastic, really insightful into your gut health. And yeah, beans is absolutely brilliant. Yeah, if you look at Dr. Greger's work as well, he really promotes the use of beans. This cookbook is absolutely brilliant. It's actually got really good chapters, really good visuals, and that's one really thing that I do like about this. It's easy to use, and I just love how it goes through the contents of using 7 different types of beans. Butter beans, which are absolutely fantastic, have that really nice creaminess, which are really good for summer dishes and for like summer mezes and things, really good. Number 2 is the one and only chickpeas, and chickpeas is what I'm going to cover today with a recipe from this cookbook. And what I'm using here is the Queen chickpeas, which is absolutely sensational. There's nothing else in the market as good as these. You can see here it's won a Great Taste Award. And then it covers the borlotti beans, carlin peas, red kidney beans, white beans, and then last but not least, black beans. And I'm really looking forward to covering more recipes from this book. I've been a little bit busy these past couple of months because I've been rifling my way through this book and making Jenna and I lots of different things. But the recipe I'm going to cover today is a spin on the chickpea, sweet potato and peanut butter curry. And I've batch made this before, we've ate a lot of this, and it's absolutely brilliant. Really healthy, really nutritious, really filling, lots of fibre. It's vegan, it's gluten-free, it's dairy-free. So yes, my inspiration on this is going to be using a different type of peanut butter, one that actually contains a little bit of chocolate, and it's this really good brand here, which is the Manilife, and it's a peanut butter like no other, and this also has won a Great Taste Award, and this is a rich cocoa smooth peanut butter. Tried this before and it's a really lovely little twist. Yes, of course you need your chickpeas, and you're going to use a whole jar of these and all the juices that are in here. You can actually buy chickpea, the juice from the chickpea is an egg replacement, so never ever throw this away. You can actually buy the little jars of just chickpea water. Of course, sweet potatoes, fresh garlic, fresh ginger, juicy fresh lime. Now it's asking for an onion, but I'm using up all of these shallots that I've got left, so I've peeled these ahead ready. These amazing sugar snap peas, absolutely juicy, lovely sweetness. Fresh spinach, fresh coriander, fresh kale, and this is going to be a super greens recipe. There's some light coconut milk. If you don't want to use coconut milk, just replace it with oat milk. Some essential cuisine veg mirepoix glace. and this is absolutely amazing, really good. This is an absolute powerhouse, and this is what I'm going to be using to make the veg stock. Super good. So then the 6 spices I'm using, 5 of these are actually ones that are as individual ones. So you've got your chili powder, ground turmeric, ground cinnamon, ground coriander, ground cumin, and then some garam masala. And garam masala is actually a combination of some of these that I've just called out, like coriander and cumin, cassia, ginger, black pepper and cloves. But this is a really good curry spice to use. So that's it. So yes, 6 spices and 9 vegetables, plants. So yes, lots of greens. So I'm going to chop up my veg really quickly, and basically I'm just going to be cooking off my sweet potatoes. I'm basically just gonna chop these up finely and fry these off. So let's get going. and it smells absolutely incredible. So now for the best part, a tasting session. So you can do this as you prefer. I decided this time just to boil the sweet potatoes, but in terms of the cookbook, it does tell you to simmer on a gentle heat for about 20 to 25 minutes. with the sweet potato inside. But for me, I just wanted to cook the corners a little bit, and while I was doing all the cooking, just have the sweet potatoes done on the side just to take away the 20 minutes time. If you actually cook the sweet potatoes in it, it will absorb those really nice flavours. First of all, I'm just going to try the sauce. The hint of chocolate peanut butter is absolutely amazing. So I'm going to try a little bit of the chickpeas as well. Really good. The kale works well. So if you've not got this book, I do urge you to go and get it. It's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, the red kidney beans as well. Doing this section a lot, and it's really good. I've made this is fantastic. I've made this twice. It's great because it's like a one pot wonder. It's Nijuda beans, mozzarella and hot honey, and you make this like really nice crispy topping. It's incredible. Smoky chili with fluffy sweet corn dumplings. Again, really innovative. Smoky kimchi beans with crispy tempeh crumb. I've actually made this as well. The tempeh crumb is incredible. That is really good. Do check out my video where I've done like a tempeh. It was from Zoe Cookbook actually, and you can make that in advance, and it's great for toppings. Please do subscribe to my channel. I've done now well over 300 videos over the 5 years I've been doing my YouTube since lockdown. It's a bit of a passion of mine. Also, check out my playlist for other bean recipes. I'm going to cover a playlist now just on beans, so you can look into different recipes, and it'd be really interesting to know what your favourite bean is and what your favourite bean recipe is, and if you've actually got this book, what your favourite recipes from this cookbook are. So please do put your comments below. So really hope you enjoyed this video. Enjoy. Take care.